Washington Crawfish Company. Maybe get another update out there. Got a little better earlier in the week for the guys out east, but then turned around pretty quick. The fishery for Lake Roosevelt, half the factors are natural, the other half are man-made, right? Because it's a dammed up portion of Columbia River. So the dam authorities, they keep the dam wide open so they can get all the water out. That makes room for the snow melt whenever it comes in. Of course, we know over the winter there's loads of snow melt. So it did start to come up, which is good because then the flow settles down. The flow settles down, the crawfish will come out, get in the traps. So started out good, but then the yields turned around, so I didn't have much from out there this week. I'm working on targeting Lake Washington. I've actually never fished Lake Washington, even though that's where the bulk of the crawfish for the western side of the state comes from. And never did it because it wasn't viable, right? If you do this for a part-time job, you have to kind of work with what's along the commute. That's what makes the most sense. So as you go to your day job, you can stop in, launch a boat, check traps, and get off the water pretty quick. Kind of nice. It makes for right off on your commute. So going way out of your way doesn't make sense, but now since I got a different job, northern part of Lake Washington does make sense. So starting to target that. Yet don't have any honey holes yet. So I got scalp traps out, and they'll hopefully we'll find something soon here. Went out with the brother-in-law this morning, call him Dive Captain John. Dove down, checked out one of the trap lines. Show you some video from that. The traps all set pretty good, so that was nice, but of course not full of crawfish like I wanted. You got to keep them out of the weed line, otherwise the weeds will clog up the tunnel. Nothing will happen there. So got a little good intel, nothing great. Moved that line. Everything coming out of Lake Washington is huge. We're looking at like 4 to 6 inch on average, so that's kind of nice. It's just also need quantities, so large crawfish, lots of quantities. That's always a good sign. So hopefully things will get better here. Diving, I didn't see what I wanted to see. I didn't see the little holes or habitats. It's typically something you're looking for. You'll see little holes in the silt or the sand. They're typically inside of there. Nothing coming out of the weed line, so we just go for another spot and keep trying. A little bit of guessing and testing. Diving helps to shorten the learning curve a little bit, but still takes a decent amount of effort. So I hope the east picks up this week, but hope is a strong word there, so I'm not counting on it. So we'll be in touch, probably push more orders out for this week and just see what happens. This atmospheric river that came through, that was a real doozy. Late July, I think they said it 27 times the volume of the Mississippi in it. So that's a lot of water. That's going to wash out everything I got in the rivers. So we'll wait for the river to settle down, get back in there, reset all those. I'm not banking on getting anything out of those because river's basically almost hit flood stage. So one thing with crawfish, I know I talked about temperatures. Flow is a big thing. If there's high flow, lots of current, they're just not going to come out, right? They come out to get swept downriver by the current. It doesn't make any sense to them. So you usually want things to table off, eddies or something to target. If you go out crawfishing and flowing bodies of water like rivers, you're looking for eddies, you're looking for slow moving water. Of course, if it's slow on the surface, doesn't mean it's slow on the bottom. So you kind of got to figure all that out. But yeah, this week it'll be a bunch of work out there, resetting the river. Hopefully Lake Washington turns on. The other advantage of Lake Washington is the water temp. Compared to everything else on the west side, it's like bath water right now. 58, 60 degrees down towards the bottom. So that's great for crawfish. So temps are there. Just got to find them now. All right, so be in touch with everybody that had orders for this weekend. Let you know what's going on, and then you may see me next week with another update. All right, thanks.